I don't care. I'll fight 10 toddler-sized adults and 10-year-old, whatever. I don't care.
10-year-old adults.
Like, subscribe, comment, review, or garlic bread's mine.
Well, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Bridging the Geekdoms. I am Slav, and with me is the ever sexy, but not sexy.
Aw. Your boy, Skinny Penis.
There it is. Wow, your connection is ass, dude.
It's been Xfinity all fucking the past 2 weeks. I've been out for my surgery. I don't know. They're updating, but apparently the update was like pulling out all the fuses and replacing them with fucking cat shit.
Well, welcome everybody to Bridging the Geekdoms, where we talk all things pop culture, whether it's TV, movies, music, video games, and more. This is one place where you can bridge all of your nerdisms and geekdoms into one place. Guy, what's going on? What's new? What's shaking?
It's 1 week post, no gallbladder, and now I'm just itchy.
You're just itchy.
Yeah, well, they shave. I look like I have a bra on because they just shaved my gut, so I have 5 o'clock shadow on my gut, but my titties still have a bunch of hair on them.
So you got titty hair, but no body hair.
Yeah, right. So it's all growing back, and it's just itchy as hell.
I think Dominique wants to see it.
Does she? I'll show you. It's fucking hilarious. See?
He's showing it. Woo!
We'll leave it in. Just put a sensor over my nipples, please.
Leave it in.
But yeah, like it's so weird. Like all the hair's starting to go through the glue, and it feels weird.
That's odd.
Yeah, again, I think it's crazy. 2026, we don't get stitched up anymore. You just get glued together.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be worse. I don't know where I'm going with that, so I'm just gonna stop.
But yeah, I have a bra on, so that's cool.
Anyways, we're gonna talk about it's CinemaCon week in the world of Hollywood. So there's been some information that's popped up prior to us recording from Sony and Warner Brothers. And honestly, I think as of right now, as we're recording, I think Universal or Paramount, one of the two, are currently showcasing their panel. And then tomorrow will be the big Disney panel. So we're not going to get to talk about much Disney stuff, although there is one story that has upset a good amount of people. But yeah, we are going to talk about that sort of stuff. But
I can tell you right now what to look forward to. Universal, the 15th iteration of the Mummy's coming back.
Yeah. Oh, and don't worry, there'll be another one next year as well. So.
Yeah, don't worry. The Mummy will return in 2027.
But I want to give an update for those who have been following along with our other channel and this channel and that channel and this and all that stuff. I've been 3D printing, things like crazy lately since I've been off. And I was printing a mask, and it is complete. So I am going to show you my Dr. Doom mask.
He is the knight.
Wait, what?
He is Rob Man.
Dr. Doom, man.
Yeah, same universe.
I think that's pretty cool. I'm having fun getting back into 3D printing a whole bunch.
Yeah, I need to clean up this room. That was actually my goal today when Xfinity shit the bed, and I just decided to sleep all day. I was going to go and clean up so I can set up my printer, and I just chose to sleep.
Pathetic. Yeah. All right, well, let's
have a good
on.
Excuse.
So first up, I want to talk about this news because this is kind of big news for DC. Obviously, Supergirl's coming out in a few weeks. That's exciting. Woohoo, yay. Clayface had a trailer that was shown at CinemaCon, which is really cool from what we've heard. But this news is kind of big because, there's a little bit of a mixed reaction on this. And the reason why I say that is because it's still not clear on who Adria Arjona has been cast as in the upcoming Man of Tomorrow movie. Now, Deadline and I believe The Hollywood Reporter are reporting that she is going to play a character named Maxima, who is from another planet, comes to Earth, and basically falls in love with Superman type of thing. That's what they're reporting. And I believe James Gunn mentioned, or maybe it was just in rumor a few months ago, that Maxima would be in Man of Tomorrow. So and then they started casting, like the casting things that were out there were for a like a strong, athletic woman type of, big build, that kind of thing. The thing is Adria Arjona is not very large. Like Maxima is a big character in the comic. She's tall. She's butch kind of in a way. Like she's big and strong and things like that. Adria, if you look at her here, she's not that. However, people were believing that it's a bait and switch. And when I say people, mainly I mean me, that it's a bait and switch, that she is actually cast as Wonder Woman, because Adria's name had been thrown around for months and months and months for fan cast for Wonder Woman. They think that she would be great. And she's a fantastic actress in the things that she's been in, despite some of the things being terrible, like Morbius, but she's been in great things like Andor as well, where she's truly just is able to act like she is leading woman type of material. So that's why I said earlier today on my other channel, I was like, look, I don't think that they're going to cast Adria for a role like Maxima that isn't a very large role. She's the type of actress that is on the rise right now, that you get signed on to a multi-picture deal as a leading character. And Wonder Woman is in the works. They have a script being made right now. There's rumor that the director of Supergirl, Craig Gillespie, could even be the director of the upcoming Wonder Woman film. So there's a lot that's, you sit there and you're kind of like, it would make more sense for her to be Wonder Woman, but there's some only a couple outlets are saying that she's playing this Maxima character. I don't know. I know you don't know who Maxima is. I know you're not that.
Yeah. I don't follow comics. Yeah, I don't follow comics that closely.
But I need to ask you, when you see this picture of her here, who do you think? Now, here's a picture of Maxima. I'm going to scroll down, and that's Maxima.
Okay. No, I think I haven't read anything, but she does look familiar. Because I was like, man, that looks like a knockoff Starfire. Well, I guess Starfire would be a knockoff of her, but
yeah. So that's Maxima. And then we know who Wonder Woman is. Like, who Wonder Woman, what she looks like.
No, I don't follow the comics that closely now.
Man. So if you were to venture a guess, because people even like Grace Randolph are saying that she heard that she's actually Wonder Woman. It's a bait and switch, that what people are hearing that she's Maxima is not true, that there's another actress who was actually cast for Maxima. What do you think? Like, do you think, which way?
I definitely. I heard rumors. Now we know how close I follow these rumors. Maxima is actually Brock Lesnar in a wig. So crazy. I know, it's crazy bait and switch.
That would make sense.
No, actually, unironically, his daughter would probably. I mean, she probably can't act because Brock Lesnar can't act. But no, his daughter is like literally him with a vagina.
She's huge. She looks like him and is large. And what's her name? Maya,
something like that.
Maya.
But no, I definitely could see her playing like a Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman would be a good one for her. I mean, based on those pictures from Dark Horse, there's no way in hell she's Maxima. Like, no way.
No, and I mean, I know that James Gunn does take liberties from time to time on his characters, where he kind of adjusts them for his own, how he wants to see fit for a film. But the early casting reports back in, I think it was like December, they were calling for a bigger woman, like a tall woman, somebody that would have size. And filming for this movie is supposed to start in like a week's time. Now, obviously, filming's probably going to last about 4 months, 5 months, something like that. So she would have time to put on some weight, to bulk up a little bit if her scenes don't come up until towards the end of shooting. Yeah. But that's still kind of like a rush. Like David Cornsweet, who plays Superman, was working out 3 months ago. It's kind of
like there's no way that you could logically give her those like leg extension surgeries. That takes like 2 years to relearn how to walk. Like that. I just don't see that happening. Good on him for if he's doing a bait and switch.
I mean, to be fair, you can always change what's the height that somebody is in a movie. I mean, you just have her stand on an apple box or something like that. It's not like they would have to make they don't necessarily have to get somebody who's really, really tall. Just get the right actress who has the right build, but she doesn't even have the right build. And
yeah, like
she's very skinny. Like, even if we were to sit down and say, hey, she's going to work out for the next, 4 months until her stuff starts. Yeah, that's not how that works. Like, you take a look at stuff, like, look how like that's her. Like, that's how like she has no bulk on her at all.
Well, I mean, you could always just give her a bodysuit like Brendan Fraser in The Whale, but that would cost a lot of money and probably look really bad too. Because it's not like she would be sitting around; she would be in the action, and I can't imagine you could flex muscles in those things to make them look good. So
no, like, here's a whole body shot for you. I mean, I just don't. I see her now. People will say, well, Wonder Woman needs to be bulky too. And sure, but not as big as Maxima. Like, Maxima has always been portrayed as this, like, very, like, you see her, like, she's not skinny. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of got that a similar build to that. Yeah, like, I mean, I guess her arms are kind of skinny in this picture here. I don't know. I don't see her as. Like, look at that. Look at the tonage there.
There's too much muscle definition for it.
Yeah. So I don't know, but let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What you think? Do you think she's going to be Maxima, or do you think Adria is going to be Wonder Woman? I'm in the Wonder Woman train personally.
Or I'll throw out a third one. Do you think she's just going to be a background character?
No. Again, she's such an up and coming star right now. I can't imagine they would not want to give her a meaty role that'll last, because she's going to be a star.
Well, not only that, but I'm sure it's probably way too much money for a background character.
That too.
Like,
sticking to some casting news, Jeff Snyder from the Insnyder reported hours ago, maybe a day ago, that Sydney Chandler, the daughter of Kyle Chandler, and she was also in that latest Alien movie that came out, that she has been cast as Nosferatu in Creature Commandos season 2. And everybody was going back and forth that, hey, it's not true. Jeff Snyder is just a hack grifter, blah, blah, blah. But I said, make sure you take it with a grain of salt. Well, on her Instagram, Sydney Chandler has all but confirmed that she has been cast in Creature Commandos season 2 as Nosferatu or Nosferatu. I can't name whatever. Words are hard.
Yeah. Well, see, at least you caught it, because I just read Nosferatu and I was like, man, what are we doing?
But as you see in her Instagram, she posted emojis of a bat, blood, and a syringe with the photo of Creature Commandos from last season, who was Eric Frankenstein, the Bride, Weasel, Dr. Phosphorus, G.I. Robot, Rick Flag Sr., and Nina Mazursky. I don't know, Colton, if you had a chance to watch Creature Commandos.
Never even heard of this.
Dude, if you have HBO Max, they're short 20-30 minute episodes. It's animation. It's set in the DCU. It takes place before Superman, actually. Watch it. It is right up your alley, man. You're gonna love it. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It had a lot of heart to it too, but it's got that type of humor that you enjoy. That very raunchy type of humor.
Nice.
So I think you'll like it. So I recommend checking it out. Look, you're off probably for another week or so.
Yeah. Well, I find words are hard. I go back next week to figure out if I'm still off for another week after that. So
yeah, so you're gonna want to. It'll be a quick watch. You could probably binge it in like 2 days. Honestly, like you
underestimate
maybe a day.
Underestimate the amount of free time I have.
If you got 5 hours, you can binge it. Probably
I could literally do it tonight.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Sydney Chandler, she's a good actress. I'm not going to sit there and say. Now, the crazy thing is it was rumored that Sydney Chandler was actually up for the role of Maxima like a week ago. There were some trades that were trying to say Sydney Chandler and Eva Day something and Adria Arjona, they're all up for Maxima. And James Gunn was like, yeah, that's not right. You're wrong.
Yeah. He's like, and could not be wronger.
Clearly, she was not up for Maxima, as she is now playing Nosferatu in Creature Commandos season 2. Now, keep in mind, and this is something I know you probably don't know, Colton, all of the voice actors within the DCU. So if they're a voice actor for a character in the DCU, if they are ever brought to live action, they will play. Those voice actors will play and portray their characters in live action as well.
That's nice.
So that is a cool little detail that James Gunn is
clearly he's casting with the idea of, well, you're just playing this character, we don't care.
Yeah, basically. Like, you're it.
Yeah, like we don't care that you look like that. We're gonna make you look like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I will say the best story in season 1 is between Eric Frankenstein and the Bride, because it kind of goes through the entire season. Like Nina Mazursky's story is great. G.I. Robot has a great story. Like each of these characters have a great story, but my favorite was Frankenstein and the Bride, because it is like emotional and heartfelt. And some people actually get upset about it. There's some people that were on the internet who are like they hate James Gunn so much, so they kind of try to turn things into something that they're not with the show. But yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. And the Bride has a action sequence. I think it's the Bride. I think it's her that has this. She has an action sequence to Gogo Bordello's Start Wearing Purple. And I don't know if you know who Gogo Bordello is, but
yeah,
dude, that's one of my favorite like ridiculous songs, you know. And I'm sitting there watching, and Start Wearing Purple comes on. I'm like, are we really doing this?
She's like, yes, and then goes and kicks ass.
So yeah, it was cool. But go check it out, and everybody let us know what you think about Sydney Chandler playing Nosferatu. What else do we got? James Gunn. He has confirmed. James Gunn has confirmed that David Fleming will return to score Man of Tomorrow. Now, Superman in 2025 was originally scored and John Murphy, a collaborator with James Gunn for a number of years on different projects. John Murphy was hired to score Superman in 2025. Around, I want to say March or April of last year, a few months before the movie came out, it was announced that David Fleming was coming on to now score the film. Now, John Murphy is credited with a handful of pieces on the soundtrack, as well as David Fleming. They even have some mashups where it's John Murphy, David Fleming, that kind of thing. But I always thought it was weird because typically when you hire a composer or a musical artist to come on and do something, you want it to fit the tone that you're going for. And the big thing is James Gunn wanted to utilize the old John Williams theme, but also make it fresh and new for a modern audience. And I'm guessing, again, I have no proof of this, but I'm just guessing that John Murphy wasn't hitting it. So they brought David Fleming in to kind of help get to that point. In my opinion, while there are like one or two good pieces on that soundtrack, it's so uninspired to me. The one thing that DC has always had going for it is just brilliant scores. It really has. It's had brilliant scores over the years. Whether you're going all the way back to John Williams in 77 with Superman, to 89's Batman with Danny Elfman, to Hans Zimmer with the Dark Knight trilogy, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, these scores for these films have always been so fantastic. So when I heard the score for Superman last year, I just wasn't a big fan. Like I said, it has one or two pieces that I really like. There's actually a piece in it that I think should actually be the Superman theme of this generation, of this version, not the John Williams theme. So I'm hoping that they continue that and they utilize that moving forward. But the fact that they're bringing David Fleming back and not John Murphy, where people thought they were kind of collaborating, it's making it a little more obvious to me that maybe there was an issue with John Murphy and that David Fleming was brought in to help rectify that and fix that. And that's why they're continuing with him. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to the score of Superman. I don't even know if you saw the movie.
No, I've seen the movie. It was on my watch list to watch when I was off these past 2 weeks. So,
okay. So what did you think of the movie?
It was good. I enjoyed it. But you also know I enjoy damn near everything I watch. I have to watch it 3 times to get an opinion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I take everything at face value.
Do you sit there, though? can you even like think of the score after the fact? Even watching it just recently, can you even think and say, you know what, the score was good, or it wasn't good, or was it just not memorable?
I wouldn't say it was memorable, to be honest.
It really wasn't.
It was good for what it was, but I mean,
it fit the movie well and fine, but it wasn't anything that was like, it was there was no moment like Wonder Woman, coming in BVS.
Wonder Woman score is just beautiful. The movie and the BVS.
Yeah. And there's no Man of Steelness to it. Like, and again, I'm not making this a Zack Snyder's vision over James Gunn vision. This is just my taste. When I sit there and think about musical scores, I'm a huge fan of the more epic scale of a score than what this is. The score for this felt very much Marvel-esque, because Marvel, they never really focus on scores and making sure that it has a good, tight, epic score. They're just like, throw some music in there that'll work. So that's pretty much all they do.
Or in Guardians of the Galaxy, let's just play like tasty 80s music.
Yeah. I mean, we got a little bit of that in Superman, just a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm not overly excited about David Fleming coming back or coming, to do this, but I'm hopeful because it's almost like a clean slate for him. Whereas when he came in before, it looked like he had to kind of utilize and rearrange some of what John Murphy had already created prior. So for me, I'm hopeful with this. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much you can do when you're going back and cleaning up someone's mess ups.
Yeah.
Like they're just under time restraints and money restraints. It's like, oh, this is what you got. Mold this turd into something.
All right. Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Next up, this one I had to throw in here. It's not very nerdy, but I just love the Oceans movies, the Oceans 11, 12, 13. I love those movies so much with George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and all them. Now, I believe they're actually making another sequel. I think they're planning on making an Oceans 14 as well. But Warner Brothers this week confirmed that Bradley Cooper will direct the Oceans 11 prequel movie, which will open in theaters June of next year. He is writing and directing. Margot Robbie is attached to the project. Now, I don't know how much you know about the Ocean's 11 film franchise. I've watched them all probably a dozen times each, if not more. That's how much I enjoy them. I love those films. They're just a blast. The movie is supposed to be about Danny Ocean, so George Clooney's character. It's supposed to be about his parents when he was a kid, or maybe even before he was born, but it's about his parents and them pulling off a heist. So it's kind of like, hey, this runs in the family. Danny Ocean got this because of his parents.
Well, I mean, the prequel to any Ocean's movie is Jaws.
Terrible. Terrible.
That one was a reach. I do apologize. That one was bad. But no, I mean, I don't mind the Ocean's movies. I don't think I've seen Is there a 13?
Yeah, Ocean's 12 and 13. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen whatever 11, the newest 12. One is. I can't remember.
11, 12, 13. And then there was Ocean's, what was it? 9 or 8?
Yeah,
that was an all women's one. That was all female. Anne Hathaway kind of led that one.
I think that may have been the one I haven't seen.
Yeah, you don't need to.
I know there's one I haven't seen, but I mean, I don't mind them. They're fun games, fun movies.
They're fun games, yeah. They're a lot of fun. I like them, and they're done really well. Now, unfortunately, a few of the actors in the modern day run, those actors, some of them have passed away and things like that, like Bernie Mac and Reitman. Is that his name? Yeah. But some of them are no longer here, so they got to replace those characters somehow, but that's all right. I'm looking forward to this as well as the sequel.
But this is an easy series to do it. Like, your whole team 9 times out of 10, according to Grand Theft Auto, doesn't stick together. Like, sometimes people just go their separate ways. They want out.
It's true.
So, I mean, it's easy to recast in movies like this.
Yeah. But I mean, if you watch, especially the third one, there's such a tight-knit group, especially in the third one. So like, to me, it'll be a tough pill to swallow, but it'll be fine. Like, because they'll have to replace 2 people and add some people as well, you know. So it's kind of like, because it's always, they always like Ocean's 11. What, there was 11 of them, 12. There was 12 of them. 13.
Yeah.
There was 13. Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Johnny Knoxville will be in Ocean's 14.
Oh,
He'll be the fall guy. He'll be the one to like, hey, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and we're robbing this bank, and he just goes in there with a stick of dynamite and blows up with the safe or with the vault.
Jeez. It's still funny because we both worked at a casino, and it's like you watch a movie like Ocean's 11, and it's like, yeah, that's not how casinos are at all.
No, they already got you pinged before you walk in the door, man. Like, that's not how that works at all.
And the vault, it's just a room. There's no big vault door.
No, and there's barely anything in it.
The money's in cabinets with little
like,
office locks.
Yeah, like there's no high security. I mean, granted, we were in the middle of nowhere. Vegas is probably different, but
not that much different.
Yeah, not enough for it to be like, yeah, we're gonna base it off of this. I feel like that's something that's stuck from like the Western side of it. It's like, oh, we had a little safe in this room. Now it's just a big safe that is a room.
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah. Oh well. Let us know your thoughts though in the comments below. Next up, Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. I'm a
slut for Gandalf, and I'm crazy to think Ian McKellen's still alive.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But I'm not like, I've tried. I really like Fellowship of the Ring. I actually watched it a few weeks back. I just turned it on and watched Fellowship of the Ring. I then turned on Two Towers and I just walked out of the room. So
yeah, I'm trying to get Nicole to watch it. I'm like, if you could watch Lord of the Rings, you could literally watch anything.
But there is a new movie coming out, Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. The cast is Andy Serkis, obviously will be playing Gollum and Sméagol. He's also directing the movie. Ian McKellen, Gandalf the Grey, because it's a prequel, so he won't be the white, he'll be the gray. Lee Pace will play Thandril. Elijah Woods is back as Frodo Baggins. Jamie Dornan is taking the place of what's his face to play Strider. What the heck's his name? I can't remember his name now.
Don't ask me.
Leo Woodall will play Halvard, and Kate Winslet will be Marigal. Okay.
But okay. You need Bilbo if you're going to hunt for Gollum.
Well, I have no idea what this story is going to be, because The Hobbit is a prequel to The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, is it The Hobbit, or is it like it's a
no? Because they did The Hobbit, so this is something else.
But like, Gollum isn't really a prominent character before the first film. Like, I mean, I guess you're going to tell his story. I guess.
I guess so. But then why do you have Frodo Baggins in there? Like, and why do you have Strider? Like, you have characters in here who shouldn't know who Sméagol is, or Gollum is, more specifically. You shouldn't know who he is, because in the first and really more the second film, he's introduced. You know, like,
yeah, he's not really even a main character really until the third film, like, at all. And even then, like, he's so minor. I don't, unless this takes place between the first and second Lord of the Rings, maybe.
Well, that would just be dumb.
Yeah,
because why would Gandalf be the Gray? He dies before the end of the first. So.
I mean, I'm a whore for Lord of the Rings. I'm fine with it, but I don't see where the storyline's going to line up. I'd much rather see a prequel, actual prominent prequel of how.
Like, I'd love to see the rings being forged, and then the war back then. Like, I'd be all for that. Like, let's go.
Like, oh god, I can never remember the name, nor can I pronounce it. The spiders, the spider in the thing. I think it's the third one, second one.
Yeah, and the third one
has a mother that's like known as the Eater of Light. Like, give us a prequel that shows some of the lore. That would be cool. Not
like build out the universe. I don't know. Like, Gollum, like. I feel like Andy Serkis is just like, I'm getting old. I can't hunch over and walk around like this much longer. So let's just do this to get it out of the way. We'll go from there.
I hate to say it, but I think this is probably going to be, and I like the Clone Wars, but it's going to be Star Wars between episodes 2 and 4, where there's just so much content packed in between in that, like, what, 10 years, and there's nothing anywhere else.
Yeah, this will take place between The Hobbit and the first Lord of the Rings, and Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Something stupid like that. But let us know your thoughts. I'm sure there's a bunch of you who are out there who are like, yeah, this is going to be fantastic. And I just don't really give a shit.
I mean, hopefully it's just not like a repeat of the Golem game. It's that buggy, glitchy mess that didn't have a cohesive story.
The whole movie will just be a buggy, glitchy mess.
Oh, I mean, it would be cool kind of to see that. Actually, that'd be a cool horror movie thing. Where it takes the I'm sure you've read the lamp story where a guy lives his whole life, has a big happy family, and the lamp looks off and he realizes he was in a coma for 10 years. And he has to go to therapy to grieve a family that he never had.
Yeah, no, never heard that.
It's a good read. It's a very good read. But that would be a cool horror movie to just, oh, it's a little glitchy. Why is this glitchy? And then you find out you're dead. Well, not dead, but been comatose and your whole life's been a lie.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Anywho, so not Marvel. What am I saying? Not Marvel. Disney was in the news because they decided to lay off an entire department. It's been announced that Disney and Marvel Studios, because this affects Marvel Studios quite a bit, they let go nearly their entire visual development team. That department is just gone. Many who were there for over a decade, and now only a skeleton crew remains in place to coordinate hiring on a project basis. So Bob Iger left Disney like 2 weeks ago, and they got a new CEO, chairman guy, and whatever, president. I don't know what his name, but he's in there now. And within the span of like 3 weeks, he's like, and you're fired. All of you.
Literally.
It's also being stated that there's going to be even more layoffs in the coming weeks from Disney. And first off, look, Disney as a whole, the company as a whole, when it comes to the film division and such, they've been one of the more consistent brands out there over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, specifically pandemic forward. When you take a look at all the larger studios, you got your Paramount, your Warner Brothers, your Disney, your Sony, those things. Disney's been the most steady with everything, consistent. Whether it's from Pixar to Disney Animation to Marvel to even their live action Disney stuff where they remake everything into live action. Now, granted, I will say that some of the stuff has been abysmal and bad, but I honestly think if you were to take a look at everything and you throw it up on a wall, you would probably see far more wins than losses. Again, that's not to say that they didn't have losses. It's not to say that they didn't struggle in some regards. Marvel was struggling for a number of years. The Snow White movie, let's not even talk about that. And you have some bad some Pixar films that just didn't land as well. So yeah, it happens, okay? But they've been the most consistent. On the other side, you take a look at someone like Warner Brothers, who just could not get out of the gutter for years. Finally, last year, in 2025, they won 11 Emmys, had a movie that now holds the record for most nominations at the Academy Awards. They won almost every major category at the Academy Awards. They broke a record last year for most consecutive movies opening to $40 million plus. I think was 7. I mean, Warner Brothers blew up last year. Sony, they're starting to they're not huge. They're consistent, but they never have huge, big hits. They're just consistently putting out decent stuff. And Paramount is going through a transition with new ownership and things like that. So that you kind of have to, okay, let's see what happens over the next couple of years. So to me, I sit here and think Disney's laying off all these people. Why? Bob Iger didn't think he had to do it because Bob Iger was running stuff for how long, and he didn't think it, and they were consistent. They were doing things, and honestly, some of the projects, where their failures happen, they were fixing that. I don't know. This is just wild to me. I don't get it.
I have a feeling it was someone came in. I have no clue what I'm looking at or doing, but the spreadsheet's red. Let's make it green.
Yeah, sometimes, and that's
probably honestly what happened.
The quickest way to get in the green is to lay off. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, because You lay a bunch of people off and you just say the people that are still working there work harder to keep up the same, the status quo. And that's kind of what they do sometimes. And very, very possible that's what happened here. But I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments and on this below. Spider-Man, brand new day. Got some new posters. Look at that poster.
If I saw these and I frequent Reddit because I'm a nerd. People were saying that
it's very reminiscent of like this.
Yeah. That not Mary Jane. Zendaya is going, well, MJ, she's not Mary Jane, but MJ is going to be the villain of this movie.
That would be cool. Again, we still don't know who the big bad of the film is, which is it's crazy to think that it comes out in July and we still don't know who the big bad of the film is. That's crazy to me.
Well, every poster, it has a character in Batman's reflection there, or Batman. Spider-Man's reflection has been the villain of the movie. Yeah.
So you got Dr. Octopus there, you mean?
And Andrew Garfield with I think it was 2 with Electro in it. Electro is in his reflection.
Let's see.
I think it was 2.
No, this is the main poster because Electro's on it, but there's nothing in it. Like they didn't do anything where there was anybody in his eye. It may have
been, I don't know. Maybe it was a fan.
Well, we're at Walmart now. Wait, what's this here?
Take it off. We're not sponsored yet. I can't tell my face is over it.
Oh.
It's me. I'm the villain. I'm the villain of the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Here, we'll put you down in the corner like a good little boy or a bad little boy.
No, I'm a good little boy. It may have been that one. I don't remember which poster.
Because like there is electricity in his eye there. So I guess you can kind of say that.
But it would be. I have a feeling because I can't imagine that he's going to have a happy ending. He's just not set for it. But it is also 2026, and if a story doesn't have a happy ending, everybody gets mad. But from a social standpoint, she could be the villain.
Maybe, possibly. Somebody AI'd that poster there. I mean, come on, you got ninjas on a poster. It can't be that bad, right?
Yeah, and in all honesty, that little AI scene probably is in the movie. Maybe not shot for shot, but it's probably in
this
there.
One? Now, this is the first one, but it has the Twin Towers in that. That's not tasteful at all. Come on now.
Well, you can't blame them. That didn't happen while the movie was being filmed. You can't blame them.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, I mean, that's, we got new posters. And then at CinemaCon, there was a clip of the movie shown to those in attendance, which basically takes place on a housewarming party or something like that for Ned, his best friend Ned. And Zendaya's character MJ happens to be there with her new boyfriend. And it's just kind of showing Peter where he's kind of going through like what's Ned up to, and you see Ned in the one room has like all these things on the wall where he's tracking Spider-Man and things like that. Like, why is he tracking Spider-Man? And you have Zendaya has a new boyfriend, and he's kind of seeing that, so he's kind of going through all that there. That's pretty much all they showed. I mean, it was a decently long clip, but that's the gist of it. And my question is though, and I ask this. Why is Ned so adamant about looking for Spider-Man? Now, somebody stated that in the movie, he says that he wants to thank Spider-Man for saving his life, but I think there's more nefarious reasons behind it. Well, I think Ned will become the Hobgoblin.
Well, I was just gonna say that wasn't it rumored he was going to be the Hobgoblin like years ago?
Yeah. So, like for me, I think that would be amazing. That's why he's tracking Spider-Man. He's tracking him because he sees him as a villain, and he eventually becomes the Hobgoblin, whether it's at the end of this movie or the next movie or whatever. He becomes the Hobgoblin, and he and Ned have to face off. I think that would be amazing. Better than the terrible Harry Osborn goblins that we got the last 2 series.
I mean, but I mean, it would be, but there's also emotional weight to it now too. Like they didn't have, it's not, you killed my dad, or I'm a rich prick. No, we used to be friends. You just don't remember.
Why is your circle bigger than mine? Is it bigger?
Oh, it's not about the size of the circle. It's about how you use it.
Oh, that's my fiance. Anyways, guys, let us know your thoughts on Spider-Man Brand New Day, the posters. Which one's your favorite one? Do you like the one, the close-up with MJ in his eye, or the one where he's jumping towards the hand, or the ninjas of the hand? Let us know in the comments.
I don't care for either of them. Personally.
Wow.
I don't care for either.
What a loser.
The one on the left is strictly for nostalgia because Tobey Maguire just returned. And the next one, it just sucks. Like,
no, I actually agree. I think this one is really, really bad. Like, this one looks like it's all animated. Like, none of these characters look like real.
Yeah, it does. It just doesn't look good. No. And we don't have enough. I mean, I get it. You can't give context, but we don't have enough context to even be like, oh, okay, now that makes sense.
Why is he fighting a Daredevil enemy? Why is he fighting the hand?
Yeah, like it just doesn't tickle me. And then, like I said, the one on the left is just because Tobey Maguire's back and we have all the millennials watching, so let's make one that's kind of like it. That's all it is.
But here's the funny thing. I always thought it was funny that they do that with his eye, but yet it's just flat white eyes. There's no like what? Whatever. Okay. Anyways, I'm just nitpicking now.
Yeah, I was to say now we're just being pains in the asses.
So Avengers Doomsday, a little movie called Avengers Doomsday is coming out in what month are we in now? April. So we're 8 months away now from Avengers Doomsday. That movie, according to reports, is Disney and Marvel's most expensive movie ever produced with a budget of $400 million. It'll have the biggest marketing campaign as well, with a cost of $300 million. So you're talking about a total all-in of $700 million that they have to make just to cover their expenses. They have to make way more than that to cover the theater expenses. So what are your thoughts on that? Because I talked about this the other day. What are your thoughts on this, though?
See, I like the big mashups. I like the big team ups. Infinity War and Endgame were both phenomenal. We're getting to a point where the budget's, I am the Knight. I am Iron Man.
Doesn't make sense.
We're getting to a point where the budgets are starting to get so inflated that it could make 2.5 billion. It could be the highest grossing film ever made, and it's still going to lose money. So even if this becomes a $2 billion film, it's really only going to make what? 500 million, 600 million if it makes $2 billion when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I mean, so a good estimation for films. Now, for those of you who don't know, the good rule of thumb is to take the budget and the marketing and times it by 1.5 or 2%, or 2. And that is how much money it needs to make before becoming profitable. So let's say 700 million, times it by 2, it needs to make $1.4 billion, $1.4 billion before becoming profitable. So that 1.4 would be the covering of their marketing, their budget, as well as paying off all of the theatrical, companies, AMC, Cinemark, all those. So you're talking about a movie that needs to make more than $1.4 billion to be successful. Okay. That is absurd. That is crazy to even think about. I'm not saying that Avengers can't do it. I personally think this movie is going to easily pass $1 billion. I think it'll be very close to $2 billion. I think it could hit $1 billion. So it will be profitable. But the problem is, when you do a budget like this, when you do a marketing budget like this, you're limiting the money you'll make. Because let's say they just made this for $200 million and they had a marketing budget of $100 million. Then you're talking about a $300 million budget. So then you're talking about, okay, it only needs to make $600 million before it becomes profitable. So you see, like, that's a big issue there. And when you really get down to it and start to really think about things, it's kind of like, okay, I get that this movie is going to be huge. You're going to have X-Men in it. You're going to have the old X-Men in it. You're going to have the old Avengers in it. You're bringing RDJ back. Chris Evans is back. This and that. It's got to be huge. It's got to be bombastic. It's all about getting everybody excited again for Marvel and Avengers. The thing is, I don't think they needed to spend that much money to do that. They could have just done a very good Avengers movie for $200 million all in, $300 million all in with marketing, and they could have done just as well. It sets up a bad precedent as well, because the higher the budget these movies go for, the more of a cut that the studios then want. Then in turn, the ticket prices go up and the audience is hurt for it. Let's face it, movie going is one of the more cheaper type of things you can do as a family on a date or even by yourself. It is one of the cheaper things you can do, but it's not, people don't view it like that. Like, people don't sit there and say, okay, we could go to an amusement park and spend $1,000 for the family for a day, or we can go see a movie and spend 4 hours at the theater or going to the theater, getting snacks, sitting at the theater, maybe do a little shopping, and only spend $200. People don't look at it like that. People look at it as, oh, I want to go see a movie. It's going to cost me $100 for me and 2 people and 3 people to go. My family of 4, it's going to cost $100. That's ridiculous. And they get turned off and they don't want to go. Like, they need to find a way to lower that cost, and doing this does not help that.
Well, I think we're starting to see end of capitalism here, where the snake is eating its own tail, where it's just going to keep going and going and going, and the consumer's already been bled dry. And we're going to go, we lost $1.5 billion. Well, no shit. No shit. You want me to pay $75 for a ticket?
Yeah, it's crazy. AMC, even with that, AMC just announced today that their big program, their AMC A-list, is the price is going up yet again for the second time in a year. It's now going to be, I think, $30 a month for most people to get AMC A-list. Now, don't get me wrong, A-list is a fantastic deal. Spending $30 a month with the ability to watch 3 or 4 movies a week on any format, plus discounts on concessions. Fantastic deal.
And the thing is, if you go once, it's paid for itself. That's the thing.
Essentially. Yeah. But we're seeing it. We're seeing stuff like this affect the pricing right there. Okay. They had to up the price of A-list. They're going to up the prices of the individual tickets. They're already trying different things at theaters. Like, hey, I think it was last year, AMC was like, there's going to be prime time slots. So during the weekends, those tickets at prime time are going to be more expensive and prime seating. So if you sit in the middle of the theater, those tickets will be more expensive than if you sit over here or sit over there. And it's kind of like they're trying to play this game and finding a way to raise ticket prices without kind of making it seem like they're raising it. It's just getting out of hand. It really is.
Well, I mean, look, I'll go back to this. You already have probably questionably the biggest team up of today, like up till today. What the fuck do you need $300 million for marketing to do? Like, let's be real. What are you marketing that people aren't going to go, okay, all the old Avengers, all the old X-Men, some new characters. As every time I scroll through Facebook or TikTok or something, I'm going to see an ad for Avengers Doomsday, because that's going to turn me off of the movie. You've annoyed me. I don't want to see it now.
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, that does happen to people. People will get turned off if they see too much. That's why they wait so long until they truly start the big marketing push, because if you start it too early, people will just continuously see it. And then by the time the movie comes out, they'll be like, oh, I thought I saw that already. Like that's kind of the mindset. It's like, did I see that? Whatever.
And it doesn't help the trailers spoil half the movie now. So it's like, no, I've literally seen the movie. I don't need to see it. Thank you for spending $300 million. You're not getting any of my money now.
But that's the thing. Like, what are they going to do? Because you figure marketing for this, like the real marketing for this, is probably going to start. It comes out in December, so you're probably talking like October. That's when the bulk of the marketing is going to start. And before that, what is the market? Where does the marketing start before that?
I'd say probably July would be my guess.
Yeah,
I'd be about 6 months away.
Are we going to get a trailer this week? CinemaCon, their panel is tomorrow. As of recording, their panel's tomorrow. Are they going to show a trailer at CinemaCon? Will they release that online? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Just the 300 million for marketing on what's going to be the biggest team up is crazy to me. I don't understand why you would spend that much.
Yeah, I don't know. No. But let us know your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this ridiculous budget for this movie. All right. Now, this one is, I guess, maybe more up your alley than anything else.
Yeah.
There is a Bloodborne animated feature film coming out. It was announced by Sony. I don't know why Reddit pulled up for me, but that's what pulled up.
That's because that's what I put in there.
Oh, you put that in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Well, I told you I'm a nerd. I use Reddit. When you put, even I did share the Variety link, and for some reason it still pulls up Reddit. So I don't know. But are you familiar with Bloodborne? Probably not.
More familiar with Blood Rain than Bloodborne.
Okay, so you know what it is. When I originally read this, I totally skipped over the fact that it's animated, and I was like, "Oh, cool, we're gonna see some like grotesque stuff." And I was like, "Oh, it's animated." Oh, but I think it's nice to see. Like, the only reason I really shared this because I wanted to touch on Markiplier and Iron Lung. I don't know if God, I can't talk today. Jacksepticeye is a big fan of Bloodborne, but he is also another very big YouTuber. If you don't know Jacksepticeye, you've been living under a rock or you've been born in the past 5 years. Really?
Yeah.
Nah, he's like a big Irish YouTuber. He's up the same alley. He played with Markiplier a lot back in the day. But if Markiplier with a passion project like Iron Lung can do well, I'm hoping Jacksepticeye with a passion project like Bloodborne will do well. And it's R-rated, so it's going to be great.
Well, there you have it. Our resident video gamer says it'll be all right. It'll be
good. Give it a try.
This is kind of interesting. So, like a month ago, Phil Spencer of Xbox just up and retired. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm leaving. Bye." He just retired. Like there was no like build up to it. He was just like, "I'm out."
He's like, "I see the future, and I'm not dealing with that. Bye."
Yeah, that's basically what happened. Now, I've always been a big fan of Phil Spencer for a number of years. When he came in during Xbox One, let's not forget how terrible the launch the Xbox One was. Like, it was just a horrible launch. It was a great system, a really, really good system. Yeah. They just, Microsoft and Xbox at the time, they released it terribly.
No, I agree.
So when Phil Spencer came in, he's the one that kind of got everything back on track for Xbox back then. So during the Xbox One, and really kind of got everything moving for like the digital version, the Xbox, the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One Series S and all that kind of stuff, like, so he did all that. And then he led everybody into the current generation of Xbox. The problem is, while he was really good at the console itself, he was never very good at getting games out for it. He just never was, because the one thing that always has sucked about Xbox is their exclusives. They've never had good exclusives. Sure, you had your Halo, you had your Gears of War, but those were from the 2000s. Like, they just could never capitalize on creating new IP that is exclusive to them. That, like, take a look at Sony bringing in, Last of Us, getting something like that. Like, they just could never do anything in that regard. So because of that, Phil Spencer, Xbox, and Microsoft decided to start gobbling up and buying studios left and right. And they bought Activision, they bought this, they bought the guys that do Elder Scrolls. And what's that?
Literally buy anybody. Hey, do you have a price tag that's not an arm and a leg? Here you go.
Yeah, basically. So then it's kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Call of Duty will be exclusive. Well, not so much.
No,
oh, cool. The next Elder Scrolls will be exclusive. Well, not so much. So it was kind of like, why did you buy these studios if you're not going to make them exclusive to Xbox to drive Xbox sales? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Well, then it was kind of like, you start to realize, well, they have this Game Pass that they've been pushing, and they just want everybody to get Game Pass. Like, they were trying to make Game Pass similar to Steam. Like, they were like, hey, let's make Game Pass where anybody can get it. You can put it on your computer. You can put it on your Xbox. Heck, they tried to get it on Nintendo. They were trying to get it on Sony. Like, they were trying to get it on everything. So everybody would just get an Xbox Game Pass subscription, essentially. it wasn't really working out like they thought. All the money that they spent on these studios and everything caused them to have to do ridiculous things to Game Pass. We're going to get into that in a second. But they did ridiculous things to the price of Game Pass. Like, I don't have Game Pass anymore because I don't play games as much as I used to. But I liked having Game Pass before because it was like, hey, if I want to sit down and play a game, I got dozens to choose from.
Yeah.
But it just got expensive and ridiculous. I'm just like, I'm not going to spend my money on it anymore. And I think a lot of people felt that way because it's like, I could go buy a game for 60, 70 bucks and then it's mine. I know it's in my library. I know I have it.
Yeah.
But if you get Game Pass, sometimes games just disappear. It's kind of like, what's the deal?
I think it was yesterday. I was like, why am I spending $30 a month for 500 games? I'm not touching 500 games. I play games fairly often, but I'm not touching 500. So I'll just drop down to the essential. Yeah, you still get 20 something games. That's all you need. 500 plus games for a month is insane.
It is. So I think the biggest problem with this is they went the wrong direction. Phil Spencer went the wrong direction. Look at Sony and the PlayStation. They are successful because they have must-own games on their console.
Yeah.
Xbox just never did that. Xbox just refused to do that. Look, they're moving Halo to PlayStation. Like the new Halo game coming out this year, which is called Campaign Evolved. It's a remake of the first Halo game. It's going to be on the PlayStation.
Well, they did that with... I think it's Gears Reloaded. They remade the first Gears and it's on every platform now.
Yeah. They were just like, no more exclusives. We don't care about exclusives. So then the Xbox becomes a console that you don't need.
Yeah. It becomes a low power PC.
Exactly. So with Phil Spencer leaving, getting back to that, they brought in a new head of Xbox gaming. Now, she has like no experience. I can't remember what her name is. She has no experience in gaming, essentially. So it's really interesting. But there's reports going around right now that they're considering a return to exclusives. According to Jez Corden of XB2, there are very, very big discussions regarding exclusivity internally at Xbox. Recent reports suggest Xbox leadership is actively debating whether its long-term future is better served as a multi-platform publisher or rebuilding the value of the Xbox ecosystem through first-party exclusives. Xbox needs system-selling titles and that give players a reason to invest in the new console as well as Game Pass. And again, there's no reason why you can't make Game Pass available to other companies. So put it on PC, on Mac, on Sony, on PlayStation, on Nintendo. Sure, make it available to all those. But the exclusives are only available on the Xbox still. You can do both. And that's why I don't understand why they didn't do that.
Yeah, I just doesn't make sense. And it's not, you're only like a couple games away from bringing back exclusivity. Like the last good Halo was really Reach.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the last really good Halo was Reach. I mean, Infinite was good. It started off terrible. Again, just another terrible launch. But it finished well, it was strong enough. It did finish strong enough. But you're right. Reach was probably the best one. Gears of War has been going strong. You just make that an exclusive again,
Yeah, like and four and 5 were phenomenal.
Let's not forget they have Obsidian. They have Activision. They have these companies that can make top tier games for the Xbox.
Yeah, like there's no reason. Okay, you don't need a mainline Elder Scrolls game to be exclusive. Make it a little side thing. You want to play the story of, whatever Dragonborn from Skyrim, because we've re-released Skyrim for the past 15 years.
Yeah, I think it's been re-released like 12 times. But
yeah, why not make a little side story, or not a DLC, but, kind of like build on that story a little bit, since it's been 25 years since it, to kind of ease everybody into it. You can make an exclusive game that's Elder Scrolls, but it's not going to affect you that much.
I don't know, man. I don't understand why they can't they can't do right by the customers, in that regard when it comes to exclusives. I just don't get it. Now, here's this that you put on here, another Reddit post. Xbox Game Pass has become too expensive, says Microsoft's new gaming chief in leaked memo. So that's the new head of Xbox there. She basically stated that it is too much. This comes from The Verge. Microsoft's new chief, Asha Sharma, has signaled that Xbox Game Pass pricing is about to change. In an internal memo to Xbox employees obtained by The Verge, Sharma admits that Game Pass has become too expensive for players, damn straight, and that Microsoft needs a better value equation. Game Pass is central to gaming value on Xbox. It's also clear that the current model isn't the final one, says Sharma. Short-term, Game Pass has become too expensive for players, so we need a better value equation. Long-term, we will evolve Game Pass into a more flexible system, which will take time to test and learn around. So Microsoft hiked the price of Game Pass Ultimate to $30 a month last year, which was a massive 50% hike. The company tried to justify the price hike with a variety of upgrades across all of its Xbox Game Pass tiers, but the cost increase has clearly taken a toll on Game Pass. I mean, it just gets back into the whole aspect and thing about the exclusives is who is going to buy Game Pass if they if you're a multi-console owner, if you have a PlayStation, if you have a Nintendo, you can get basically all the same games that are on Xbox on those consoles.
Yeah.
You don't need Game Pass for it. You don't need 500 games a month. Like it is too expensive. The idea and concept of Game Pass makes sense. It does, especially when you talk about something like cloud gaming. That's kind of building. They're still trying to build cloud gaming a good bit. So that makes sense because then you just have access to all these games at your fingertips, but nobody plays 500 games. Nobody plays 500 games in a month. Nobody.
It's just ridiculous.
Unless you're a collector, you don't own 500 games.
I have about 800 on Xbox.
You're a collector.
I'm a connoisseur. I'm a connoisseur. I'm a Somali. No, not Somali.
You're Somalian?
yeah, pirate. Well, depending. That's a.
I'm the captain now.
Look at me. I am the captain now. But anyway, I don't remember the word I was trying to think of.
Was he even Somalian in that movie? Like, I have no idea.
No, I don't even remember. I am the captain now, brother. Every day I stray further from the light of God. But you know what would really set Xbox away from everybody else? Because even Nintendo doesn't know.
What's that?
Why we pay to play online. For me and you to play Xbox, we instantly right now have to spend $10. Just right out the gate. If Xbox really wants to compete, get rid of it. You want to get Game Pass? Great. We'll take you $10, $15. We'll give you 20, 30 games a month.
Yeah.
There you go. You don't have to pay to play with people anymore.
Well, didn't they end pay to play? Like, you don't have to, like, no? Because I just played Halo the other day, and I don't have Xbox Live. Like, I mean, I have Xbox Live, but I don't pay for anything.
Yeah, no, they still have it.
That's bizarre. That's crazy. I don't know.
And I also think it's ridiculous. I'm going to go on a tirade. I cannot speak today. I do apologize. I'm going to go on a little rant here. Why in the fuck do you have to be connected to the Wi-Fi to play a game? Period. Why? I have it downloaded for a reason. I am playing GTA 4, a 360 game that didn't need Wi-Fi in the first place to play, but to play it on my Series X, I have to have fucking Wi-Fi. If not, it boots you out of the game. Like, now I can see if I'm playing like the races and stuff online. Yeah, sure, I get that. To play the story of any game.
I couldn't tell you, buddy. Let's go back to the old days of cartridges and things like that. Did I lose you?
No. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. We were all just spinning circles for a second.
What?
But I just don't understand. Like, okay, you already spent $60, $70 on a game. It makes sense. It makes it easier to just get Game Pass. So $10. So right there, you got $80 invested. And then you need Wi-Fi on top of it to play a single player game. Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, that's so stupid to me. Like, fix that. Why do I have to be connected? Clearly, if I do quick resume when the Xbox first boots up, I get notifications that it's like AC Odyssey, for example, Assassin's Creed. Oh, you're disconnected from Xbox Live. You can't use the live services. That's fine. I don't care. I'm still playing the game.
Yeah.
Why can't I play the game even though it's not connected there? Why can I still not play the game?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's fucking stuff. Fix it. That has been my main gripe these 2 weeks I've been off with this surgery. Fix it.
Fix it, damn it. Fix it. All right. Well, let us know your thoughts on all of this when it comes to Xbox and their exclusivities and their price for Game Pass. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah, comment it. Or I'll come to your house and eat all your spaghetti.
Damn it. Not my spaghetti.
You know what? No, I'll leave you with the spaghetti. I'm eating all your garlic bread.
Oh, no, that's just nope.
No. Just leave a comment, like, subscribe, 5-star review, or your garlic bread's gone.
You're gonna catch one if you eat our garlic bread.
I don't care. I'll fight 10 toddler-sized adults and 10-year-old, whatever. I don't care.
10-year-old adults.
Like, subscribe, comment, review, or your garlic bread's mine.
Oh boy.
I'm healed up enough. I can take a hit. One hit. I'm coming.
All right, everyone. This has been Bridging the Geekdoms. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. Make sure you leave a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever review thing. Why not? Do it. Do it. Just do it.
Or I'm coming for your fucking garlic bread. That's what's happening.
Colton's going to get your garlic bread. Hey, buy my book. Snyder.
Yeah, buy
today.
his book.
It's out today.
I'm eating your garlic bread. Buy it. Review it. Buy 5 of them.
Buy 33 of them. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.
Hit that button.
Oh, yeah. You hit that button.
Keep that in, please. It's just, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right over the title card.
Oh, yeah. You hit that button.